there, folks.
Hi there.
It's another episode of Würfel Cast.
Finally.
Yeah, but it's a special one. Finally,
Oh.
I usually do it in April or something like that. But I mean, I don't know why. I had no intention on doing my top 50, but why not?
But I had so much fun with my top 100 that you felt like you had to join.
Yes, and I think it's more appropriate to have them almost back to back.
Sure.
And yeah, but I don't have 100 because last time I did 100, I'm like, I don't know, like talking about the game number 100, I'm not excited. And
Oh, really? I'm always excited.
so even looking at my top 50 games, and today is 50 through 26. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
this, I mean, these positions could change. It could be this or that. Like
Sure.
it could be 49 today, it could be 42 tomorrow. It's my top 15 are like more or less the cornerstone, the fundamental uh, best games. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway.
Okay. They're on
Yeah,
your list.
yeah, but oh, sorry, itchy nose. Without further ado, I think let's start with my list.
All right.
And
And my role here is just to listen and comment. I'm not presenting I already did my top 100 for this year.
yes, it's only my list, and Kyle he is here to listen and verbally abuse my choices.
That's fair.
Sorry, itchy nose. All right, my number 50 is a small game, a party game. Still, like I haven't played it in a while, but it needs a bigger crowd. It's Insider.
Okay. That's a fine choice.
Yeah,
That's one I taught you, so.
probably. I don't remember. It was a while ago, but Insider is your typical word guessing game, but with a trader or hidden role uh, slash hidden role genre uh, within it. There are commoners, whatever they're called. There is the master who is the one who gives you the answers. The other players can ask questions which are yes or no questions,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get to the word. And the insider, the traders, uh, knows the word as well, but doesn't want anyone else to know that he knows or she knows. So trying to kind of guide the others to the right word without getting noticed, and it's fun. It's fun. Sometimes it doesn't work. If like the insider must be in it. They must
That's right.
know what they're doing. Sometimes this game can fall flat if the insider, like some people are not like, oh, I don't like lying, I don't like to be like, you can see like they got the insider, and it can ruin the game. But it's so fast that play again.
Fair.
All right, this is
Yep,
my
that's a good one.
number 50. Let's get to next one, which is number 49. Number 49 is a much bigger game, the style of which I usually do not appreciate that much. Area control game,
Mm.
fighting games, not
Ooh.
my area. But this
Not
one
your
is
area of control.
area of control, area of expertise. But it's Kemet, Blood and Sand, of course, the newer edition. Well, I feel like this, it has uh, some elements that are, I don't want to like Euro game, Ameritrash game. These terms are not really compatible with nowadays gaming scenery,
Fair.
but it has this kind of other elements which are not usual for your typical area control just fighting game. And this one does it well. It has engine building in it. You're trying to get these different tiles, but it's all connected to the pyramids. Like you're trying to build up your pyramid so you can get more powerful tiles, and it everything evolves around those tiles, and it's really cool. You buy this tile, you get this monster, and this monster is with you. You know, like ooh, or you buy this, you get a better battle card. The battling system itself is also easy. Count up
Yep.
your dudes. Okay, so count up your dudes. You might have some tiles that gives you extra power, whatever defense power, and then just put the cards down, compare cards, see what's the casualties. And because every possible uh, every area is very near each other. Like it's like
That's right.
though if you look at the board, it looks big, but it feels like a fight and like a knife fight in a phone booth. Like it just tense. Like I could go in, get this spot. Next turn, the other person comes in, takes the spot away from me, and then the third person comes in, takes like the spots. The control for the spots is going back and forth. So yeah, and it's
It
a cool feat.
is, and that's also because winning a battle is a way to get a permanent point, and that's how you win the game. So the game is very, very aggressive, very in your face, and encourages you to sort of take part in it actively rather than sitting and waiting for the game to happen.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I like. And I usually don't like these aggressive games, but this one, it just you cannot turtle. You just have to do it, and somehow it feels okay with me.
Yep. It is a game that is better at 3 or 4 players, definitely not the best at two. Um,
Oh no, no, no. Four, I think is good. More chaos.
mhm.
All right, let's get to the next game. My next game is a more dry and lots of points type game, but building up. I like one of the things I like in board games is tableau building, card building. This kind of building up your engine,
Mhm.
playing cards. It's one of my favorite things. So this one is Underwater Cities,
Oh, I just got an
and
expansion for that.
oh, nice. I mean, like, there's a lot of game in the base game, and if you get like, you
That's
should get
true.
at least expansion number one, and you will be satisfied with this game. The second expansion, I don't know what it is, but
It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I haven't explored it yet, but yeah,
hmm.
it's something.
Anyway, Underwater Cities is a I don't want to say Euro game, but it's a point salad game in a sense. Not completely point salad, but it's a worker placement game where you play cards down, you go to worker spots, you want to match the color of the card with the color of the spot you're going to, so you can get more benefits. You can get those benefits from those cards, and you have to play a card each time. And sometimes you don't
Hmm.
have a correct card; you just play it for nothing. But that's the risk you have to manage. You have to strategize. And I like building up your city, connecting those domes so you can get more production in, so you can get more points, etc. But it just works. It's logical enough. It's on a heavy side, but doesn't overwhelm you with too many rules. The symbology is good. Just works.
Yep, it does. It's good. I like it's worker placement, right? But if you play the card, it's even better. And
Yeah.
I like that you can always do something, even if you happen to have a bad draw.
True. True. Yes. All right, let's get to the next one. My next pick is a smaller game that I think uh, you talked about it. It
Okay,
was years ago. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. You talked about it, and I was like, doesn't sound great. It sounds boring.
that's
But
how
then
you feel about
eventually,
most of the games I talk about.
yeah. Then I'm like, I don't know. Let's buy it and let's try it. and I was satisfied enough, so it's on my top 50. Nida Villiers.
Ah, well, there you go. That is a fantastic game. That is one
Yeah,
that I
and
talked about and you weren't interested in.
yeah, I guess it looks like coins or something. It looks so abstract, it didn't sound amazing, but you just
That's
must
fair.
play it. Yeah, because in this one you are just picking up cards, trying to get the sets. They score differently mathematically, each different set, and you use coins, and you can upgrade coins to better coins. It's like a almost like a bidding game in a sense. And there are some special cards you can get. The It's such a straightforward game. I cannot really. It's just kind of a set collection game, yeah. But it works. It's simple. It has some special cards. It has a little bit of that. Like I wouldn't I played it. I taught it to people who are not into board games. They
Hmm.
got it eventually, but it has a little bit of that entry level with those special cards. But the
Except,
basic one works.
I can say I can agree with you about the special cards. I wish the special cards said what they did on them, rather than being
Yes.
symbols. That's the only part. I mean, this game is super new player friendly. Other than that,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The expansion, well, I had the first expansion. I don't know. It's the game works as it is, and if you want to play casually, you don't need the expansion.
I would. I
Wait,
just kind of complicated game that didn't need to be complicated.
okay, we lost you for a moment, but I
No,
got I
I'm
got your
back.
I got I got few last words.
That's
You said
there. There we go.
doesn't need to be complicated. Yeah, I agree with
Yep.
that. All right. Yeah. As usual, the internet, the servers, whatever. Uh, let's get to my next game. It's once again we're going back and forth. Smaller games, the more uh, condensed games, more uh, Euro-y, let's say, more like fighting games. This one is in between. It has worker placement, it has worker retrieval, it has card play, but you also fight for the control, and that's Dwellings of Eldervale.
Oh.
Um, Look, uh, the upgrades for this game, I would say unnecessary, and the game itself is yeah. The game itself is as I said, a worker placement game, a card game. When you retrieve your workers, you can put them on the card, so you have to build up your card tableau. And at some point, retrieving workers is a bigger action than putting down a worker. Like you
Yep.
want to get to that this engine building stuff. The monsters fighting, etc., is good. The production is great. But I mean, this game is, in a sense, overproduced, and I like the production. It looks great, but it's a smaller game in a bigger game's shell. It
Hmm.
could have been smaller. It could have been this normal, or like even Last Ruins of Arnak type of box. This prolonged, a little bit longer box, but or just a standard box. It could have been that, and you don't need the miniatures with sound bases because they all sound the same.
What?
Um,
You don't need them?
yeah, when you put it down, it like does something like, "Rrr." And then
And then it makes a slightly different sound on the other side.
yeah, and the next sound is also, but it's and it's like they're all like if you ever it's like those toys from the 90s 80s where they like put the cheapest possible speaker in it or something like that. Well, nope. Well, we lost your. Yeah.
Oh, I'm still here. Um,
Okay. Good. Good.
I would say this game is really good. It's just a little too short, and I think its kind of child game, which is Andromeda's Edge, solves that just a little bit by being just a little bit longer, a couple rounds longer, and a more predictable end game. So I've kind of moved to that one a little bit more as my preference, but this game's
Yeah.
still pretty good.
Well, I I don't know. I have no interest in Andromeda's Age because space theme, nah. And also they say it's more complicated. I don't want this game to be more complicated
Okay.
and even longer than it is. You know. Oh,
Okay.
all right. Let's get to my next one. Next one is the one that you introduced to me, and I wasn't sure about what to expect from this game, but yeah, it's good. And I like the idea of going around this circle full of actions, choosing the actions, and then upgrading them, and the rest is some area control, etc., resource management. This is Anunnaki, Dawn of the Gods.
Wonderful. One of my favorite games.
I always wanna write
I
Anunnaki,
do
like
too. It's a weird word.
not Anunnaki, but Anunnaki. I don't know. Like anyway, so the biggest part, the coolest part of this game is this circle with action. So you go around them. You could and you wanna you can jump over to the action on the other side, but then you lose the possibility of putting down a crystal and connecting and having this. And you want those things. You want to put the crystals down so you can summon your gods, etc. And these are cool actions. The rest is the different boards, and you want to control areas on them. There are some resistance type tiles that you want to defeat, and those places give you resources. You need resources for various things, but resources are not. They are depletable. They are not there forever. So I like this idea.
Usually go pretty quickly in the game.
Sorry, lost you again.
All right. Well, while you're talking, I'm going to just reset this. So you go ahead, and I'll see if I
Yeah.
can't fix this.
Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, Anunnaki, I like a lot. I think it's great. And yeah, the main thing, the action circle is the one to do to look forward to. All right. My next one is an abstract game, but it has some theme in it. And it's
Ooh.
the it feels like solitaire multiplayer, and it kind of is, but there is also that common marketplace for cards, and it's called Evergreen. Oops. Evergreen, here we go. And Evergreen is as I said, an abstract game, but it has the theme of this sunlight going around the board, and you want to score points based on where the sunlight lands. On the bigger trees, they block off the smaller trees, and eventually you upgrade. You draft cards in order to do stuff, in order to do different actions. It just works, and it's kind of stylishly beautiful. You can have expansions like cacti, whatever, pines. There's some extra expansions that you can put in,
There
and
are.
and I feel like it's really cool how this abstract game works. Like the sun is going around, and when you place down those different trees and bushes and whatever, you have to think not only uh, to the point where like you score the sun that goes from this side, but you have to think forward when the sun will be on the other side. So you have to kind of a puzzle your positioning uh, up front in a sense for all four rounds.
That's right. I like this game. The one thing I don't like is the expansions. And it's my least
Hmm.
favorite way to do expansions because you always have to have the same number of types of plant or whatever in there. So you can't just like leave them in. You got to always sort them out. Put some. I really dislike that. That makes it kind of.
Okay. Okay.
But I enjoy the game.
All right. Let's get to my next pick. While we still have you, uh, the, the faster we go, the better. Um, Next one is was introduced to me. I don't know, was it you or somebody else? But it's a cooperative game, and I was surprised by how good it is. I still don't have a copy, but I want to get
Uh
a
oh.
copy,
Okay.
and that's Bomb Busters.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like this
uh,
game.
yeah, and it's tense in a sense. Oh,
Are you
see what I
rhyming?
did there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but yeah, you can see those different wires, and you have to match those wires with the others, and if you if you pick wrong wires to cut, you bust. And
You don't bust, you blow up.
well, you blow up, yes. But yeah, it's cool how you eventually start to realize where the like, because they go from the lowest number to the biggest one, but like sometimes like, oh, you never know how many eights I have, you never know how many nines you have, like I might not know, and etc. So we're trying to,
Right.
kind of match. I'm trying to get my nine and your nine, but I'm like, is it this one or that one? Then there is some information we give each other. I'm like, this kind of a deduction element, and there are some cards you can get, and yeah, it's just fun.
It is. And the game says it has, I don't know, 63 scenarios. I have certainly not played through all of those. Most of them just add small twists. I'm okay with kind of just the core game after you've gotten through the tutorial scenarios. The first 8 scenarios are a tutorial. Once you get through that, kind of the core game that you have at that point is pretty good and pretty repeatable.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. This one is the one that you don't appreciate that much,
Uh oh.
but I still do. I still do. I still think, and I would love to get more scenarios, but it will be off my list eventually because I think that this game is now dead. There won't be any more scenarios, and that's time stories. But I specifically, so there are, if you want to play time stories, either play let's say the first three scenarios from the initial time stories, or
Yes?
play the newest one. There's time stories revolution one, and revolution is a better thing because and okay, let's say Cavendish. Okay, for example, the newest one was Cavendish. Revolution um gives you this kind of a crystal energy stuff with which I like playing. I played Midsummer's Night. I played this Cavendish horror story type mansion, and then I played the Hadel project, which is underwater city type thing. I didn't have to restart the game because time stories is all about like you go in, you have limited time, you play through it, and then you eventually run out of time, and you have to restart. You have to start this game again, but now you have more knowledge. And at first, it was a cool idea, but eventually, I think many players got tired of this kind of going back and forth all the time. I know it's cool, but in a game like this, you want to just go further. You want to explore. You want a story, and it has a lot of that. It has a lot of exploring the story. It has cool art. It kind of immerses you in that theme. So Revolution does it much better. But I chose Cavendish. This is the latest one. It's the horror mansion one, and it had some cool stuff in it. So, and it
Okay.
has, yeah, some scenarios have some special extra stuff. Like here, you build up the mansion with tiles, etc. And
Hmm.
there's also that Revolution box, like experience box or something like that, which kind of adds the, you basically, between scenarios you play this kind of RPG like character build up, and you can have injuries that will kind of move on to your next games. But don't buy it, because there's only uh three scenarios for the Revolution set, and they come out like once every 3 years. And
Yeah.
i'm I think Time Stories Revolution is now dead, because I haven't heard anything about the newest scenario. So
Yeah. This game is really killed by its distribution model. I mean, had more scenarios come out after my first time, I would have enjoyed it a lot. But it just takes so long for the scenarios to come out. Some,
what?
at least in the base game, I had a lot of frustration with some of the mechanisms, but that's all right. You enjoy it, I don't.
Yeah. But right now, with Time Stories Revolution, each, like with Time Stories, you had to have the base game, and then the base game had the first scenario. Then you have to buy, but you still need to own the base game. Time Stories Revolution, each box is a separate one. You don't need to own the previous one, so you can buy any scenario you want and just play it, and give it away or sell it, etc. Yeah,
Okay.
guys,
Hmm.
sorry about the connection. It just happens. Anyway, let's get to the next one. Uh, oops. Next one. I think you will appreciate this pick. It's a Euro game. It's, as they call, the sequel, and I can see some like um I can see similarities, but I cannot really agree that, even though it says on the box it's sequel, for me it's not a sequel. It's a totally different game. It's a totally different vibe, and that's Expeditions. And it says sequel to Scythe. Sequel to Scythe for me would be, Scythe 2 type thing. Like Clank Legacy 1 and Clank Legacy 2 is a sequel to Clank Legacy 1, and they're very similar, but this one is not, or Pandemic Legacy, whatever. This is a totally different game. Yeah, it has the stars system again, but no, I refuse to call it a sequel. I
You
don't know. It just,
refuse.
yeah, it's just the same. A sequel in a sense of theme, okay, like, and it has kind of the story after Scythe, whatever. Like, yeah, okay, if in that case, okay, but nah. But the game is good.
It is.
But this one, the game centers around not the board, though the board is the biggest part of the game. It centers around cards. You have to build up those cards. The basically you have your kind of it's almost like a deck building, but not really. It's tableau building, and you have your kind of a hand on the left side and play area on the right side, and you put the cards in whatever particular order. The cards have worker spots on them, so you can activate some extra stuff. You move around the board and you activate those spaces. You fight off corruption. You want to get to a certain amount of goals, put the stars down, end the game, and get most points. And you also have this. cool idea of you have a choice of three actions, but each turn you will do only two of them because you will be covering up the third action. You have to choose what third action you cover. Next time you have to cover another action, and this cube goes back and forth until you reset. You have this option to reset, and when you reset, you can do all three actions again for one turn, like move, play, and gather. Gather is activating the site, move is move, and play is playing a card. So you have to manage this,
That's right.
and the game looks cool. uh the only concern I have is that the exploration here, um it will become more stale as you play more, because you kind of you will explore basically all the tiles in the first game, most likely.
That's true. And that is kind of a problem. I even with the expansion, I was hoping that it would have more exploration. It's not really exploration, it's more just revealing tiles that you already know exist. And they do all have to be there so that the quests work, but I think that's a bit of a lost opportunity. The tile that's not that exciting. It's just the combinations here, not there.
What? Lost you. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, the tiles. Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't scale well with those tiles. The two players is the more players you have, the better. But with two players, it's the same number of tiles. So the map is bigger. You don't really block each other that much. With more players, you could block each other, and it's part of the game. Now, the expansion that you add, the Gears of Corruption or whatever it was called, adds this extra mech. And by adding this extra mech, you have this kind of a, with two players, the third blocking player stuff. So I like this idea of the expansion, and there's extra factions. Anyway, it's a good game. I like it. So, Expeditions, my number 41. All right, my number 40. And while we wait for the Kyle, yeah, this there's something with the server. It's probably also because I'm in Estonia and Kyle is in US, that the connection with the server isn't great, because we are on opposite parts of the world. So it might be one of the reasons. So I don't know. Plus, my Wi-Fi can also be laggy. And here we go. My number 40 is another Euro game, a heavier Euro game, but I still like it. It's cool. It has great ideas. It's Septima. Septima is Septima is say a card. It's not a worker placement. It's resource collection and the card play. And the cool idea that I like in this game is that you choose an action you want to play. You put the card down, and here are the cards. You put the card in, like collect, brew, or move, and it becomes more. Uh, it becomes strong or less strong of an action depending if somebody else chose the same, and if you didn't choose the same, etc. So there's this kind of a hidden card play going on, and you have to save witches as well, where there's the kind of a it's kind of a cooperative experience in it, saving the witches, but actually kind of not. And you want those witches, so you have different abilities, extra abilities. I like the expansion that lets you shapeshift into different shapeshifting into different like cats and owls and I don't know, wolves, whatever the animals. And it because doing the witchy stuff, and it is a Euro game. It's all about points, etc. Lots of symbols, but doing a lot of witchy stuff. It has the theme. You there are those bad guys or whatever they are, the inquisitors who hunt you down if you do the witchy stuff. There's more attention on you, so they can catch you and they will take away one of your witches. Yeah, so that's that. So with shape shifting expansion, you can become a cat and then you get less attention or something like that. But then you have limited actions. But then you want to switch back to have more actions available to you. So that's cool, and you can brew different potions that help you, etc. This is a really cool game. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoy this one. I haven't played it in a good 2 years, I think. But I remember Victor really liked it when it came out. And so we played it a couple of times in a row.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
solo mode was not great, I will say that.
I haven't tried solo mode, but
Hmm.
it's just an enjoyable game. Maybe a little bit much. Mind Clash always does a little bit too much with each of their, Euro game. So
What? What do you mean, too much?
yeah. Well, and also there's the you can play the casual, but then you can play the real experience with the sideboard, which has this kind of a going up the rows, etc. Like
Yeah.
spells, etc. It's a little bit too much, but without it, I think it's not that good. You know. All right. Let's get to number 39. My number 39 is a much smaller game, a cooperative game, though you can play it two-player, one versus one, and you are trying to find the lost city of Z, and that's the Lost Expedition. This is the game that Kyle doesn't appreciate as much, but I do because it's so easy. And you just put the cards down. You cannot discuss what exact symbols or cards you have with you. You put the cards down. I don't remember the day or the night. Sometimes they must be numbered, and the other, like, there's the day and the night phase, and another phase you play them as you play them, and there's some mandatory stuff. For example, if it's red, you have to choose one. If it's yellow, it's mandatory, and if it's blue, it's optional. You have to manage your resources, uh, and you have to get and the characters you have are it doesn't have much. It just resolving the symbols, and you're trying to get the meeple on the map, like kind of depends how difficult you want to make the game, but let's say like 7 to 9 cards. You have to go through 7 to 9 cards with your meeple and solving those symbols, losing health. If at least one of your characters has at least one health, yeah, the rest could be dead, and you get to the lost city of Z, you win the game. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I would have appreciated in this game is if the expansion cards were the same size as the base game cards.
Uh, aren't they the same?
No, they're slightly differently sized so that you can always tell which one you're drawing, and it's difficult to shuffle them.
Oh, I didn't. Maybe I had the early printing or something.
Maybe you have I don't know, you must, but if first print, they are not quite there.
Okay. All right. So for my number 38, uh, this one is more of a story game. Again, there's worker placement, but there's also reading a book. Near and far. Of course, with the expansion, because the mines becomes amber mines. Yeah, it's a very important expansion uh, in my opinion, because it adds some good ideas like the mines exploration, and it replaces like two worker spots that were kind of useless and making them more useful. Basically, you do the worker placement in the town, kind of a build up, and then go adventuring and go and put down those different like shelters, whatever they are, and camps, and sometimes encountering letters, which are basically story moments, and you are buying, getting cards, etc., trying to get to the most points. But it's cool building up your character, getting birds to move faster, and getting different. You also have characters which have different symbols on them, which are used in skill checks if you do the story, like when you get into the storybook, and there's some things where you can get some keywords that will activate later.
Keywords.
Uh, yeah, it's it's a usual midweight kind of a Euro game with a lighter story element. It's not a huge story. There's something. You come upon a troll. A troll says, "I eat you unless you give me
I
a sandwich." And you're like, "Give him a
don't remember that
sandwich."
story.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Give him a sandwich or give him your friend instead. Like, no, I'm kidding. Anyway, there's just those simple
I don't
simple
remember this story.
storylines. Yeah, simple storylines and simple skill checks and choices, but it adds to the
Hmm.
overall gameplay.
Okay, it's a good game. I enjoy it. I played the whole campaign once, and I had a great time with it. It's there. There's a lot in here. And looking back, I wish the later scenarios were more jump-in friendly, because some of the stories are really kind of connected from prior chapters. But still, the game is a lot of fun. There's maybe a little less story than I wish, but I really enjoy it. It's definitely one of the from this particular designer and this particular series.
Yeah. All right, my number 37 is well, it was a small deck building game until they made it into a big box, which is
Uh
half
oh.
empty, and
Uh oh.
kind of. I prefer the new art, but I prefer the small factor, the smaller uh, table presence of this game. But on the other hand, I didn't prefer having several boxes. I wanted to have like
Uh oh.
just a
Oh.
slightly bigger box that I could fit all of the expansions in, and that's Valley of the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And you can say this premium edition. Like the thing is that they made like they tried to do it better, but they made a huge mistake. Like what's the idea about the bigger cards? Well, why do you need that? It was okay with the small cards. You could have just updated the art and made the normal size box, or like first rat type, not too big, not too small of a box.
See,
But this one
first
is
rat is
this one.
Goldilocks.
Well, Valley of the Kings is a deck building where you get cards from the pyramids. It's a usual. You can buy cards with cards. You can use cards as actions, but then you can also entomb cards. Entombing cards means that you put it away from the game, but into your scoring pile. You only score cards which are entombed. So you at some point and it's about set collection as well. And at some point, like I want to keep using this cool card, but if I will not entomb it right now, I might not be able in the future, so I will get much less points.
Right.
And it's the set collection is like if you have two different cards of that set, then it's uh, 2 times 2, But if you have seven of that set, it's 7 times 7, and it's a lot more. 4
That's
points or
49.
49 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and not 69, 49.
Nope.
Anyway,
That's not how math works.
uh, a cool card game. I like it.
Yeah, this is good. I like the big box. I like the bigger cards. What I don't love is that it had some it had another new edition that was just recently
Hmm.
confused as to why I needed yet another edition of this game that I've already bought.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the next game, which is um, a lighter game, a racing game, but it doesn't. It's not complete. You do not really have your own meeple you race with or car, whatever. You bet on them, on the camels, and it's Camel Up. Of course, the second edition because
Oh,
it's a better production.
okay.
But I like Camel Up. It just works. It works with everyone. You just choose a bet. You have simple, or you take this pyramid, you shake it up, and pull the die out, and that's how many spaces the camel goes. You're trying to, and it's a little bit of chaos because you never know what die comes up and what how many spaces it moves, and if one camel can move. Sorry, one camel can move on top of the other camel, and then the camel beneath. If that camel moves, it moves the one above it as well automatically.
Right.
And there are some black and white camels who move backwards and create even more chaos. So
That's true.
just pure
Yeah, it's
fun.
fun.
It plays well with many players.
Yeah, it's much more of a gambling game than a racing game, but it's a fun game, and the pop-up board doesn't hurt.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So this is my number 36. My number 35 is a detective game, a deduction game. It uses the app. It was revolutionary in a sense. So this one is called Chronicles of Crime. It has many extra like expansions or like sequels, and I think now it has even more new stuff coming out. Like three new, I think, like sequels, whatever they called,
Yeah,
and there's a ton of that. You are investigating, I don't know, a crime, a murder, whatever. Few QR codes. You like you want to talk to that person. You scan that QR code and you start talking. You want to send the stuff you found to the lab. You scan this, you scan that, and then sometimes stuff comes up, like new information comes up, and the app kind of remembers that. And the next time, like for example, you found out, oh, they were lovers, but that person at first said they were not lovers, but then now you have the information, you go back to that same person and now they answer differently.
hmm
So it's cool. uh,
yeah.
if you
So
like deducing,
I
then
really like this too. The problem I have with it is sometimes it is difficult to make it work, even if you know what's supposed to happen. Figuring out the sort of way to get the program to advance to the next stage can be a bit of a grind. There have been a couple of scenarios where we've really known we figured it out. We just couldn't figure out how to let the game know that we'd figured it out.
yeah, yeah, I probably had that feeling, but it just, but it's still fun if you
Yeah, it
like
is.
this murder mystery.
I agree.
Well, let's get to the next game. My number 34 is a newest entry on the list, a newer entry on the list, and it's a very small game. It's a very easy game to play. You just flip the cards until you win or bust. You
Okay.
see a little bit of poetry. It's flip 7, and th- I basically explained you the whole game. It's push your luck. You flip cards, you're trying to get 7 different cards, or you stop at some point and bank those points, and you want to get to 200 points eventually. You play several rounds until somebody reaches at least 200 points. Whoever has the most points wins. And there are some special cards like extra, like chance, like if you bust, you can still go on, or you can freeze somebody or whatever. Like there's almost no rules. It's so simple, and it's probably great with. I played with 3 players. I would love to play it with more players. I think the more players, the more chaos, the more busts and etc.
Yeah, I actually like this game a lot more than I thought I would. It seemed like it was going to be really dumb, but it's a fast game, and you're always really engaged, and there's just enough small interaction points. This game holds up pretty well.
Yeah, and well, e- eventually it could have more special cards. It would be
It
more
could.
fun.
It might, but they also might muddy things up.
One thing I hate is the box it comes in.
Oh, the box is
Uh,
terrible.
the, this is a good box. I had the one with which is like
The
the
little like tuck box. That's what I have as well.
yeah like this one, like this one in the middle. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
the
I
the
have the
up.
one on the right.
I see, because I have this one, and it's just an empty box, and the cards are like it doesn't fit well because like there's no separation for like at least like let's say 2 decks of cards. You just throw it in there and like opening this box. I already damaged it. I'm like, ugh, I hate these boxes. Why couldn't they
Yeah,
do this usual box?
I don't. It's it's. I have no idea. I mean, I got mine, which is on the right, the very tiny box, for free, so I really can't complain. But I wish. I hate the box every time I open it. My box looks like it has been through a shredder.
Yeah, this one from Cosmos is good.
That's a normal box.
That's a normal box. It should have been this box. Anyway, still a good game. My number 33 is well, Flip 7. We could say it's a party game. Yes. My number 33 is also a party game, and like Insider, you have to guess words, but it's fully cooperative, and like one person guesses, and the other people they know the word, and they're trying to hint with another word, and if 2 or more people hint with the same word, their words don't count, and the guesser gets less hints. Just one.
That's a great description and a great game.
Yeah. Uh, and in Estonian, as you can see, ainult üks.
Arnold Ooks.
Yes, I think I have the Estonian. Do I? Yes, I have the Estonian version. But yeah, as you can see, just guess words. It's just so simple and fun. If you just want to, um, not overthink, and you have casual gamers or like people who don't play board games, and or it's a lighter evening, like you just want to talk, you want to have drinks and chips and whatever, and just yeah, not overthink too
Play
much.
Arnold
That's
Ooks.
Einoltix, yes, and not
Okay,
12
great.
months. No, no.
AA.
What is the just one new version? What?
Oh, it's the same. I think it just has slightly thicker cards.
Oh, and you can wipe this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know that you need to replace your original.
Oui.
Especially not if you have Arnold
Goed.
Ooks.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that you can just find the Word app and play with an app. Like I have Arnold X,
Yeah.
but I mean I could use the what's the alias cards, whatever
Code
cards. Like
names.
yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Right.
So though I have Estonian version, I could just pull up a word on my phone and play like that. So
Yeah, that's true.
all right. Ah, sorry. My number 32 is the one that you don't appreciate that much. And it's a little bit ugly. Ugly. A
Uh-oh.
little bit. A little bit. But it's great. It needs the expansion. But it's just such a cool engine building. I can appreciate a really good engine building game that's Homesteaders.
Oh.
And I want somebody, because this is a Team G game, I want somebody to pick it up, maybe have
Jeez, this
another
one's
expansion.
gorgeous.
Yeah. Maybe have another expansion and eventually, kind of make it. Well, this
Better?
is this is the upgraded art on the upper row. Yeah. Well, anyway, there's not many pictures
Look,
because this is not the most gorgeous game to
I,
make pictures of.
I don't hate this game, but there's a whole lot of, for me, there are other games that do the same thing that look a whole lot better.
Well, yeah. But you collect resources. You exchange resources. You have this free exchange market, etc. A little bit of worker placement. You get income. You bid on stuff, and then so you can have opportunity to get the buildings, and yeah, build yourself up and get the most points, and not get too much debt.
Yeah,
I cannot really find any normal pictures.
because the
Anyway,
game is both old and ugly.
but it has cows. You can see it has cows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. My number 31 is a small game. It's a small package, but it's actually a bigger game in a small factor, and it's Isle of Trains.
Oh,
And I'm talking about the newer version, the All Aboard.
the version that's not a deck of cards?
Well, yeah, but mostly it's like the map is cards, and the whole idea is basically you are have why people make those close up pictures that just doesn't show the game at all. I hate these pictures.
They're being
Make good
artistic.
pictures. Yeah, but like show me the game. Um, yeah. Oh, there's a playmat, but like the box is so small, it doesn't have. So yeah, you trying to build a train. 222. Yes, 22. You're trying
That's
to
the
build a
time when the
train.
clock face is like the whistle of a train at 2 to 2.
Oh, the whistle of a train. I think I have
Yeah,
it.
the face of a clock is like the whistle of a train at 1:58 because it's 2 to 2.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Of course. But yeah, I mean, like, it has this multi-use cards, and but you need to you have your engine, and you cannot put cards that basically are like cards have this kind of a engine usage, like one. This one is two, and so and you can load up those different cards. They give you points, etc. You can exchange. You pay. You pay for cards with cards, etc. And the other players can load uh, into your wagons, getting benefits of it. You also get a benefit, etc. So
Yeah, I need to give this one another try. I have not played the new version. I played the old version and I actually kind of liked it. It's kind of fallen off my radar. I'd like to try this one again.
yeah, I played a long time ago, and when I played it again, it kind of it felt good because in such a small package you get enough game, and I like multi-use
Mm,
cards. So
sure.
all right, let's get to number 30. So we have five more. My number 30 is an area control game. It has chips or chits. Well, I have chits, but it has the more upgraded version has
Such
chips.
language. It's a family show.
Shit. Uh, and it has some imbalances, but I mean, it's still gorgeous, and I like the idea. It's Wonderland's War.
Ah,
you have this phase where it's like a tea party phase where you go around and you kind of gather resources and collect stuff, and then you have the phase where you fight for the control of these different locations which give you points, and you're fighting by pulling out chits or chips from the back, and it's cool. Like it has this back building, as this pulling out stuff, and also trying not to bust, push your luck.
Right. Yeah. I want to like this game more than I do. And I think the problem is that I mostly have tried it at 2, and I don't think it's that good. Um,
Yeah, it's area control
uh,
at 2 now.
but the problem is that's who I've always played it with. Now, Wonderland's War Duel is going to come out, and hopefully that will solve the problem. But I think this is a game that's going to be much better at 3 or 4. There's also another game in the line called which looks just the same, and it's terrible.
What did you say? Wonderland War 2?
Duel.
War Duel?
Wonderland's War Duel.
Oh, why it's so ugly?
Well,
I don't like the
it's not
cover.
the best close-up that was chosen. Uh,
What's
but,
going on here?
but the other game is called
Yeah.
Mad Cala, Madcala, and it is like the same world, the same artwork, but it is not good.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is a cool cover.
Yeah, it is. It looked
Wonderland
great.
4 game.
I was real disappointed with it, though.
I see a rose, lily, flamingo, hedgehog.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's too balanced is the problem. Um, anyway, but Wonderland's War, it's good. I don't think it thrives at 2, and I've played it at 2 so many times, and at 3 and 4 I think only once. So
Yeah,
I think it's
it's not a
definitely going to
AAA
be
game.
better at higher player counts.
Well, surely. Well, my next game is a gorgeous game, and it's a card game. Again, this game is kind of overproduced, but without this production, I don't think I would have picked it up.
Mm.
And that's Abyss, with all of the
Ah,
expansions, of course. The expansions really add to that, the Leviathan and the Kraken expansions. And it is a gorgeous game, and you have the rules are quite simple. It's a card game. You uh, basically, I don't know if I can find the whatever. Let's show this one. So basically, there's a little bit of that kind of a push your luck with the cards. You can explore cards, so you can get those cards. They have numbers on them and affiliations, and then you use those cards in order to buy lords. Lords give you keys. Lords give you abilities, but eventually you want to get locations with the lord's keys, blocking those lord's powers, but getting locations which score you points, and those lords also score you points, and affiliates score you some points, etc. And you are managing your pearls. The pearls is basically money in this game. And you can, yeah, sometimes you can fight monsters, and basically in the base game it's useless, but with Leviathan it's more interesting. And with Kraken expansion you have black pearls, which are negatives but can also give you some boosts. It can also can be a strategy, but you get some minus points for them. I
you
don't know.
do. Yeah,
And
it's a good game. I like Abyss. I actually really like Straight Abyss. The problem with the first expansion,
not
at least in
not
the
the
first,
gay abyss.
well, I'll take Gay Abyss too, but without its expansions, it's a very simple game to teach people, and it really works quite well. The problem is, at least with the
um
printing I have, once you mix in the expansions, you can't take them back out again. It's very difficult. There was no way to separate them back out.
really?
And so, yeah, at least the
Because
first
it has
printing.
the because because with Leviathan, it has this L symbol on it, etc.
Yeah. The Black Pearls, however, do not have that.
Well, yeah, but you can definitely, uh, you know that Black Pearls are from Kraken expansion. Well, I can agree.
Uh,
I can agree that you can exclude the Kraken expansion, but I Like, no, I would teach it with at least Leviathan expansion
Hmm.
because it's so simple.
Yeah.
You encounter a creature you want to fight, or you want to roll dice and maybe suffers something. It's extremely simple to explain Leviathan part of that. That's it.
Sure. Okay. I still have never played the Leviathan expansion. One of these days.
Hmm. Oh, it's this monster track. No, no, bad.
Yeah, but I play this game mostly with new people, and I'm not going to jump them into an expansion. So,
Uh, You can with Leviathan. You can.
okay. Well, one of these days.
Yes. All right. My number 28 is and by the way, I did it with the Pop Meeple ranking system, and so it came out how it came out, and like I just it basically uh gives you opportunity to compare games like in a duel type stuff, like you choose one over the other, and whatever the result, that's the result I have with this Pop Meeple ranking system. My number 28 is a small game which you don't care about. And I understand you played many, 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 many more of this genre of games, but I also played quite several. But this one just works. This one works with everybody, and this one is simple enough. I don't feel like roll and write and whatever and roll and flip and all of those this and that games need to be complicated. They need to be simple. If you make them too complicated, then it should be a full board game instead of that roll and write game. I hate this idea
Okay.
of like Twilight, whatever.
Inscription. Oh, that one's good.
I've never played it. I will never play it because I don't care about complicated roll and writes
You don't
or
care
flip
about
and
them.
writes. No, it's why? Just make it a board game. It's like Tiny Epic series. Just make it in a
Ooh.
normal size board game. Stop this nonsense. Yeah. Anyway, Dice Stars, amazing game.
Oh.
And this
All of
roll
that
and
for this
write,
game?
yes, because this one works. It doesn't overcomplicate thing. It has dice. You draft those dice. You put the numbers down. You're trying to get the most points. And I tried it with everybody, like every person, the gamer, non-gamer. I tried it with several people, and with all the non-gamers I tried it with, they really liked it because it just it just works from the start. You don't have to explain much, and putting down the numbers, it's easy.
I mean, this
And
game's not bad. I think you may oversell it just a bit, but hey, it's your list.
well, I think sometimes being very simple is what makes it the best. And this one
Okay.
is it has different colored dice, and you have to draft either particular number, but all dice of that number, or all dice of that color, and how many dice you draw to roll, etc. How many are in the dice pool already? There's some strategies to that. Anyway, let's get to the next one, which you will agree on because
Okay.
it's a good game. It's a good games because it has a bunch of different sets, and you can buy one or the other, or whatever. You can just buy one of the sets, or you can be crazy and buy all of the sets and then mix and match them, and that's Silver.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, at first I didn't like it that much, but then I kind of grew to liking it more. And Silver is a simple card game. It has memory elements. You have your village. You're trying to get the lowest score possible, and those cards have abilities. It has take that elements in it, but there are some sets that are less take that. There's some sets or cards that are more take that. You can mix and match if you have several sets. You can make it more peaceful, less peaceful. I prefer more chaos. giving goblins to Kyle every day.
I mean, I think
Gremlins,
they're
gremlins.
gremlins,
I'm
right?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
They could come bearing cookies.
yes. Well, yeah, Silver is a really good card game. I like it. It's simple form factor and simple rules.
Yeah, I just wish there were a version that was a big box that wasn't the big box that there is, because that
Oh
box
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
ridiculous.
That box is ridiculous, and it's like a house for
It is, so you can't take it with you. I wish there were a version that just all the cards fit in neatly organized from all the sets that was like, about this size.
yeah. Well, I have it in. Yeah. Basically, I threw away most of the boxes I have. I think. Yeah, the eye and the
Mm,
dagger box. I like those colors the most, and
yeah.
so I have all of the cards of all of the sets in one box. They are unsleeved, of course, but and I have the sheets and the rules, etc. This extra stuff in the other box, and just the cards in one box, and it all fits there in a small box. So,
Okay.
all right, my number 26, the last one, so we can end this miserable video. Me talking about some bad games. No, I'm kidding. But better
And
games are coming.
I mean,
Like
you
really,
didn't have to
better
do the
games.
video.
No, 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 no. But I'm saying better games are coming. Even better games. Oh, there are
Oh,
so
I
many
see. Okay.
good
All
games
right.
that you will agree on. That we'll agree on most of them. But
Oh,
this one
how
you will
about
also
that?
agree on. This is a two-player game. It has this kind of a Street Fighter vibe, and I think it's rock paper scissors type game. It's called Combo Fighter. My number 26, Combo Fighter. I wish I had more packs. They came out with some packs, but it's harder to, because I have the Plot Maker edition. It's a little bit harder
Mm-hmm.
to find it on the market, but eventually I will. So you can have more fighters. It's rock paper scissors. This one beats that. This one beats that. And based on colors, you can have super combos. You're trying to deplete the deck of another person. That's it. That's your deck is your life force. So
Sure.
and yeah, and you just play cards and then combo them based on the symbols. There's no text, there's no abilities. It's just you know those triangle, circle, whatever. There's some text on the on your ability, like this is just the flavor text, but this one is like your ability, A and B side of your ability, etc. This is the only text it has. The
Yeah.
rest are just playing cards, and it's so fast. You like choose a card, boom, reveal. Okay, I beat you. I'm gonna combo a few other cards here. Okay, you have to discard 9 cards. Let's go next round. Boom.
Yeah, this is a good game. I remember when it came out, I was real excited about it. Since it's come out, I mean, this is an area of gaming that is sort of designed for me to enjoy it. But there's so many games like this that I like slightly better and that maybe look a little bit better. That this one has fallen a little bit for me, but I still really like it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I, if I need to play a faster two-player game, this is the one. I
Okay.
would even prefer it to like, let's say Cylinder's Duel or anything like that, because it's just less setup time.
I think I need to introduce you to Tag Team.
Maybe. All right, and
But sorry, not to minimize. That's a great game. I like it. It's just it doesn't look the best, and there are some other games that slightly edge it
true.
out for me.
Okay. But anyway, here we go. This is it for today's list, 50 through 26. Uh,
Hooray!
and it seems like the second part of the video, the internet has smiled upon us. The internet god has smiled
Yeah.
upon us, and now it works. I don't know why.
Well, it's when StreamYard woke up, I guess. Um,
or servers or whatever connection is like. It is. I'm on Wi-Fi. It's unstable. You're on Wi-Fi. It's less stable than the wired internet. So might be that. Also, I'm in Estonia. Kyle is in US. There might be this as well, like the distance between the connections, and so who knows. Anyway, my 25 through 1, I don't know, maybe next week we'll do that. And yeah, lots of cool games coming.
That's exciting.
And you will be, I think, surprised by what is my number 1 now.
Is it Summoner Wars?
And my number 3 will be surprised as well. No.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to find out in a week or two.
Well, my top 10 is very different nowadays. Yeah. Well, probably because the thing is that while I appreciate the older games a lot, still, I would not change the ratings for them. Let's say Archipelago, I played, let's say, 10 years ago. I rated it a 10. I would not rate it less than a 10. But I have not played it in years, and then I just moved on, and I'm moving on from. I sold quite a few games that I love because I just moved on from them. They're not hitting the table, but they are not bad games. But I know, like, if I really want to, I know that another person has it, or I'm going to the Dice Tower Cruise, and I can play it there, or play it with Kyle, or play with whomever. I don't need to own all of these games, and I'm just moving on to newer games. And I can see how I'm into less players and story campaign games more type into that vibe lately in recent years. I appreciate those games where there aren't many rules, but there's story. Like you'll see those games next time. I just love them. I love exploration. I love reading the story. It just gives me more satisfaction than yet another game where I put this thing down here and it's a point salad and I get 2 points from here. And how can I squeeze another 2 points from there? Huge games which are basically several mini games, like what was the Unconscious Mind, for example. It's just a set of mini games. It's just not interesting for me anymore.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll see more next time.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, and till we meet again.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. We need to. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Hey. Yeah, I know. Bye-bye.